Take a deep breath and spend a few seconds thinking about the changes that you've witnessed over the past few months, or perhaps the past few weeks. How deeply do you think these changes have impacted everyday life? These changes could be anything from the repercussions of the COVID-19 pandemic in healthcare systems to constant conflicts occurring all over the world. As we contemplate the impact of these local and global disruptions, we should not overlook the privilege that enables us to think about these crises from the comfort of our homes. Many individuals, families, and communities are plagued by the burden of socio-economic inequalities in our world today. How do we tackle this problem? There is no one answer to this, but I think part of the answer lies in Helen Keller's words, "Alone we can do so little, together we could do so much." Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Project Right podcast series, where we have meaningful conversations about social action, impactful change, and how we can create a safer space for the marginalized in our society. My name is Safira Chatwal, founder of Project Right and your host, and I am more than excited to dive deep into fostering a better tomorrow by deconstructing the past and present worlds we live in. Social action and social change are ideas that have echoed in our ears today, but you might have thought to yourself, what are the ingredients necessary to contribute to society meaningfully? As I found myself thinking over this question for the last few years through research and conversations with those around me, like mentors, peers, teachers, family, and social activists, I realized the first and most necessary thing was to listen to the voices of the people, especially the marginalized, whose voices have remained unheard historically. While empathy and social sensitivity are human abilities that individuals build up over the years, picking them up from interactions with the world around them, and art and literature they consume, the sheer diversity of the world around us demands us to study the socio-cultural foundations of spaces to better understand them. It is my time spent reading history and interacting with people from different walks of life and understanding the social forces that push communities to the margins that my vision for Project Right was born. Right, standing for real inclusion in gender health treatment, aims to rewrite and rewrite the difficulties faced by the marginalized and underprivileged in India today. I realized the best place to begin this was by spreading awareness through research and discussions to learn about the social order of spaces in India. The physical aspects of Project Right began in October 2023. I started off by making interventions to ensure the transgender community in India, especially those facing socio-economic difficulties, had enough access to resources to lead a quality life. The best place to begin this was by reaching out and understanding the lived experiences of the transgender folks, which I did early this year through an in-depth survey in collaboration with the non-profit LGBTQ organization, the Mitra Trust. With this, the stepping stone for the project was laid. In the months ahead, we have tailor-made sustained interventions, such as health camps, health checkups, wellbeing seminars, and educational resources to expand the project's mission and vision further. Within these handcrafted solutions, this podcast is designed as an avenue to bring together how theories and on-field solutions of social work can come together to build safe and healthy spaces for transgender folks in India. In my journey as a young student, it is through teachers and mentors of different fields of social sciences and arts that I have gained a real-life understanding of how to imagine a better future. This is where the first aspect of this podcast series steps in, as through conversations with experts, I'm going to be taking you all through how the social sciences can give us an insight into understanding societies in the global context, exploring what change is required and how we can facilitate that change. On the other half of this podcast, our efforts will be to understand the voices of the sidelined and the silent. The answer to this cannot be found unless we step outside our comfort zones to have heartfelt conversations with those in these areas and those working in these areas to build a healthier future. For this podcast will bring together perspectives from community leaders who will explain to you how, over the years, they have been able to envision an equal future for those deemed unequal in this country. So come with me on this impactful journey of change, translating global lessons into local solutions, not alone, but all of us together, as a community of socially responsible civilians. One step at a time, let's get to building this community of care and make it right.